If you have seen any of my last 3 videos, you will know that I have bought Dreamtonic's Synthesizer V. This is a vocal synthesizer. You enter notes, type in lyrics, and it sings them for you. I mentioned it in my top 9 purchases of the last 12 months, and prior to that I created 2 videos and pieces of music using it. This is another piece, and this is something which I did before. It must be 2 years ago, and at the time I used another vocal synthesizer called Envoice 1. So this piece, as you will know from the title of the video, is the Tortilla song, or Have a Tortilla, which is based on Bach's Ave Maria. I've spruced it up a little bit and used Synthesizer V instead of Envoice 1. I'll drop a link to the Envoice 1 version in the description if you want to compare the two. Now, before we get into that, a very quick word of explanation about the 2 previous videos. The last one, I think, was called Bark the Doggy Chorus Sings, which I hope is self-explanatory. But the previous one was called Fry of the Valkyries. And I was talking to a friend of mine who happened to watch it, and he said, I don't get it. And I spoke to another friend of mine who said he didn't get it either. So apologies for anyone who saw the title or didn't watch it, or did watch it and didn't get it and didn't see what it was about. So in brief, it is based on a tune called Ride of the Valkyries by Richard Wagner, and it's from one of his, I think, 24-hour-long operas. It's a brilliant tune, very rousing, and it sprung to public awareness, if you like, in the movie Apocalypse. Now, if you saw the movie, you may remember scenes of helicopters flying all over the place, blasting out Ride of the Valkyries. The Valkyries, by the way, were Greek Norse goddesses with wings. They could fly, and they used to guide fallen Norse warriors to Valhalla, where they could sit and dine with Odin and the other gods. So I thought Ride of the Valkyries, and the idea of Fry of the Valkyries came to mind, so that's where the song came from. That's what it's about, and isn't it terrible when you have to explain jokes? The original piece of music does not come with lyrics, so I made those up. As you can probably tell, I had to fudge the tune a little bit to get them within a vocal range. Right, okay, so on with the Tortilla song. So Synthesizer V, if you've seen some of my other videos, you may recall that I have problems with my eyes. I use a screen reader to help me navigate around the screen and around software. Synthesizer V is a little bit accessible, but not totally accessible. When I point the mouse to certain things, some it will read out, but many it won't. And of course, all the nuances which you can do with the software, it doesn't read those out, at least not all of them. So it's a bit of a struggle. Anyway, so it's essentially a vanilla version of the voice, which I still think is absolutely brilliant. And you can, if you can see and know what you're doing, adjust so many different parameters for the voice and for individual notes as well. I haven't quite got that far yet, but I'm very impressed so far. I love playing with it because I can't sing. So let me know what you think. If you listen to the Envoice version, let me know how you think the two compare. I don't think there's going to be any question in that department. In fairness to Envoice 1, I have to say I haven't really looked at it since I made the other videos, and they have released some updates, so I've no idea what the new version is like. Anyway, here is the Tortilla song. Hope you enjoy it.
With the end indeed, one with a friend. Guacamole and sour cream taste much nicer than they seem. Add red peppers and sweet corn and eat from dusk till dawn. Have a tortilla. Have a tortilla. Tortilla.